Hello everyone and welcome back to the Through History Challenge. We are in the fifth part of the interlude? It's almost done. And we are starting here with a new person in the household. This is... Hang on, I gotta see her name. I'm not used to saying it yet. Demgalnuna. We'll talk about who the goddess is first, and then talk about her place in the Atlantean story that I am telling. So, we'll just get into it. Demgalnuna was the wife of Enki, or consort, either way you want to say it. Enki, sorry. She was associated with fertility, mountains, and ritual purification. She was believed to intercede with Enki on behalf of supplicants. So, supplicants meaning a person who's humbly and respectfully asking a god for something. She's sometimes known by the name Ninhursag. I think we talked about her before, didn't we? The issue there being that Ninhursag is sort of considered a sibling of Enki, but also not. It just depends on what source you're looking at, it seems. So I'm going based off of the thought that she is not Enki's sister. And maybe humans who told the stories of the gods, or these Atlanteans, got a little confused because everyone else was marrying their sisters and their brothers. There's not really too much, at least from what I'm briefly seeing, about her, other than her being associated with fertility. But that's the goddess side of things. So who is Demgalnuna in this situation? She's obviously Atlantean, as you can see from the blue skin. And my thoughts are she's not from Atlantis. She's another like Lamu, the child of an Atlantean, because there were others that Tiamat was wanting power to deal with. I am of the mind that while Tiamat wants to create her own pantheon that's hers and doesn't mind the incest that it creates, the fact that Enki and Enlil, twin brothers, were born and they didn't have a sister, she's willing to let up a little in him finding a wife who's not related to the family. As odd as that might be, that it would be a concern. But based off of the prior precedent, she is the outlier here. Now, who are her parents? If you're not going based off of Demgalnuna being Ninhursag, then she doesn't seem to have parents. Historically speaking, mythologically speaking. So, any parents that Demgalnuna has in this playthrough, they don't seem to exist. Maybe they're dead. Maybe her parents are gone, and you could say it was during the whole issues between Tiamat and the other gods, and Apsu coming to help her out. But, currently, she's already the wife of Enki. I just cheated that relationship. They haven't really shown much interest in each other. I didn't even see how much it gave. Okay, it gave her about half a green bar, but neither one of them has seemed to show much interest in the other. So I see this more as like a political arrangement than like a love arrangement. So as you can see, she was heavily pregnant. I believe we're 55 hours into the pregnancy. I got a little distracted while I was going. And then I checked. It's like, oh, wow, I need to stop this now and prepare for the next episode. So her traits: loves to swim, sailor, loser, perfectionist, and childish. She has been in that pool basically the entire time while I was speeding through her pregnancy. So she's a little more muscular than when I put her in here. I snagged a sim from the sim bin. It was one that I had customized before, and I tweaked her face a little, and I also tweaked her eyes to give her the Tiamat eye treatment, some slit pupils that are really tiny. I decided to bring her all the way to the far end of the blue slider. Let's go ahead and press play. Because I think just like, oh, come on, guys, there's plasma fruit. I just loaded in, so it's going to load in on my mods. There's plasma fruit, and you're over here like, I'm starving. Anyways, I'm on the mind that like humans, Atlanteans didn't just have the middle tone of the middle skin tone on the slider. So I thought, let's bring in, I think I'm going to have to delete this. What? What just happened? That's weird. I don't know, something weird just happened. Anyway, so I decided to drag her skin tone slider all the way to the far right of the slider to get the darkest. Because these guys are all in the middle. Tiamat's slightly to the left. But I believe Abzu is directly in the middle. Which was a change. I originally was going to have Abzu all the way to the right when I first started this whole challenge, but I decided to go to the middle because the dark skin tone is really hard to see. No, don't eat the leftover food. It's not going to do anything for you. Just come have plasma juice, you guys. Really? Really? I also gave her some darker hair because they wouldn't all be similar Atlanteans. So it'll hopefully add some variety with the next generation. He's... Get out of bed. What do you think you're doing? Abzu has almost maxed his cooking. I could have probably had him max it while I was fast forwarding through the pregnancy. But I chose to hold off when he got too far. So that way he'll max it here. Okay, while he's over there cooking, what are you gonna do? Why don't you go talk to Enki? Do you guys have any wants for each other yet? Oh, you're up here playing chess. Play with magic? Alright. Oh, Damgel Nuna is only a vampire. She's not a witch. Now, that would... No, you're not getting into bed. Are you tired? You're not. But can you put a charm on her? Tiamat, you need to put some charms on yourself. I am of the mind that regardless of how her child is born, I'm going to give the vampirism and the... Wait, not thirst charm. What am I doing? What was it again? I wanted energy and hygiene. Give both vampirism and witch abilities to the child. Like the rest of the family. Now, I think outside of this, in the future, if I did have a vampire witch or any sort of other hybrid, I'd probably take into consideration how many others... Come on, guys. You can't take care of yourself at all. Okay, stop it. Come here. Use this one. Let me get out of there. Enki, what are you doing? Oh no, you're gonna go use that one. Come on, Key, go. You guys are horrible at taking care of yourself. Why are you suddenly so exhausted? Okay, fine, go sleep. They're really bad about taking care of themselves. I didn't even realize how bad their needs had gotten. Who is also... You! Get over here. Look, you guys didn't take care of yourselves at all. Leaving me to fix this now. You're all tired. You're all hungry. And I could make Tiamat... How did you... You must put an energy charm on yourself. I could make Tiamat put charms on all of you, but why should she? You guys can take care of yourselves. You know what? No, I'm not going to let you grab a plate. You are going to come have a plasma juice. I bought all those plasma fruit for this specific purpose. Enki, are you thirsty? I bought it all for them so that they would take care of their needs and I didn't have to cast charms and pay attention to them. Because right now they're not the focus. And what happens? They just don't bother to actually take care of their thirst. Like I kind of figured, because vampires are notoriously bad about that. Really? Just go stand in a corner. Who just left their plasma juice canister thingy there? I wonder who it could have been. I wonder who could have just left it there. Maybe the person who just left a second one there. I had to check to see if my headphones were on backwards. Who is out here? Enlil, what are you doing? Get back inside before morning comes and you get fried. Oh, so Enlil, his wife, Enlil. I'm not going to create her. It can be assumed that she exists and that all the, damn gone, Luna, don't you do it. Just have a plasma. Oh, you're going to put away leftovers. Okay. All the younger generation, there's Abzu's level 10. The younger generation of gods, which I would say it's Anki, then Enki and Enlil, and then Damganuna, and then her baby. They would be considered the younger generation of gods, I think. Maybe not on Enki, but Enki and Enlil's children for sure are younger generation, and there's so many gods that are important that are the children of Enlil that it's just too many to have in this world when it's already lagging enough. So they do exist, but this is like a snapshot into their lineage. They're just not as important for me to represent as I think Enlil is, since he's kind of like the deity of the pantheon. Though Enki seems to do a lot more. But then he's a trickster goddess and trickster god, and those tend to do a lot of stuff. Oh, why did I hire a repair technician? I just realized I did that. No, go repair this. Come here for no reason. What now? Oh, you're sleeping stinky. Go use it. What? Where is she? Oh, she's out here. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, a gemstone. Hey, Abzu, come get this. Come snag this up. You don't know why you're collecting them, but things like gold are very important in this time period if you believe in conspiracy theories. I guess I could go ahead and say there is a whole, if you're into conspiracy theories, there is a whole conspiracy theory about the Sumerian gods, specifically the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, they're a group of Sumerian gods that comprise like the big names. That's like Enlil, Enki, Nana, I should say. It's probably Nana as well. They're two separate gods. A couple others, I don't know. And the conspiracy theorists believe that the Anunnaki created genetically modified humanity from primitive primate humanoid, the original creatures that existed here, created humanity to mine for gold and do hard labor for the Sumerian Anunnaki, who are actually aliens from some solar system, some constellation. I can't remember which constellation it was that they say they came from. And the gold would be used to power their technology and their ships. Okay, it's lagging because it's 5 in the morning. There we go. Man, that took a while to get through. Makes me want to say, but let me just finish my thought about the Anunnaki. Do I believe the conspiracy theories? Belief is a difficult word. It's not that I believe, but I don't disbelieve either. I take the stance of most things in history are unprovable, and the same with conspiracy theories. So while I don't discount the possibility that that could be accurate and that the Sumerian gods were actually ancient aliens who created humanity to be their slave force to mine gold off of Earth, I don't believe it, I don't disbelieve it. It's a possibility. I would say, not a probable possibility, but it's the same with all other myths. I am of the mind that myths exist. Okay, stop it, guys. He's thirsty. Put a thirst charm on yourself. Myths exist based off of a reality. At some point, there was a truth that those myths are based off of. Well, you can't put a... Come out here and try. So, I mean that even in the sense of deities, some truth had people basing myths off of the Sumerian pantheon. Either ancient aliens or something else. So, it'll be, I'll talk more about my issues with the way that modern historians in particular treat things that are kind of unprovable in the next era, because it's a annoyance of mine the way that the next era that we'll be visiting is treated. Wait, did she walk up to Tiamat and scare her? Oh my gosh, Domgo Nuna, you don't wanna... I don't think you wanna do that. That used to be Max. You haven't paid attention to him at all. No wonder he's so mean. But actually, for story reasons, I don't mind that he has zero relationship with anyone here, basically. In fact, let me see. How faded as everyone else is. His relationship with Tiamat's kind of starting to fade. Well, he still likes his daughter. But everyone else has faded. He no longer knows enough Sims to get that no decay on the friendships, because there's not enough in this world. But after everything that he's seen and done, and him being a loner, it would make sense for him to be pulling away from everyone else. Like when he agreed to the ideas that Tiamat had, loneliness played a role in that decision of his. But because remember, he might be really, really old, but he doesn't have much life experience, because even in Atlantis he was kept isolated and used as an experiment. So interactions with others is a little difficult for him. And so perhaps he thought that this would fill a void in his heart after the death of his love. Get rid of that. We don't need to talk to anyone. But over time, as he sees them growing up and everything, he doesn't really seem to be connecting with his family with Tiamat. Oh my gosh. Really? Yes, get to safety and go take a shower. Alright. He wants to go woohoo. So after you do a bladder charm, I'm just going to direct you. I'm not going to fix your relationship. You could do that yourself, but I am going to direct you. Mama, you're going to want to get away from there, because I'm going to direct him to woohoo in the wardrobe. Get out of the pool. Oh yeah, I never actually even showed you Enki and Enlil as young adults. He got the Master of the Arts lifetime wish randomly, and I gave him the genius trait. I can't remember. It was something dumb. I think it was like Savvy Sculptor that he got as his trait. So I switched it out with genius because he's, oh, damn Galnina is having the baby. Well, while we're waiting on her to actually have the baby, well. So here we are. Here's Enki. I can't believe I totally forgot that it was because I got distracted with damn Galnina. Oh, look, he's smiling. I went with a more bold yellow color because I tend to stay away from yellows and oranges. Enlil, are you dressed? Probably not, because everyone swims all the time. At one point in time, when I was fast-forwarding through the pregnancy, everyone was in the pool other than Absu. Everyone. It was ridiculous. Alright. Oh, they are more muscular than they really were when they aged up, but it's not too bad. And here's Enlil. Wait, come back. He got the perfectionist trait, which I thought, you know what, Enlil is pretty decent and decent in personality. He's not too awful. Perfectionist kind of fits, I think. Oh yeah, and super popular is his lifetime wish. Okay, it makes sense. Oh yeah, neither one of them got any wants regarding this baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he actually is gonna go have a plasma juice. Do you need a shower? Could you please go shower because you stink? Yeah, exactly. You stink. You're distracting her. A girl? Why is it always girls with this family? I needed a boy. Well, it's going to be gender swapped to a boy. This baby boy, X this out, is going to be named Marduk. Oops. I think it's Duck. Marduk? Not Marduk? Marduk. Yeah, probably. Alright, I was just checking to see if I can find pronunciation. Maybe it's Marduk. Marduk? I'll probably kind of mix them. We'll see. Let's see what your traits are. Couch potato and savvy sculptor. Ugh, I'll leave it. He's a little lazy. It's not a girl. He's a boy. Let's see. It's not even giving me a sneak peek. It's just blank. Oh. Well, it's not settled until he's out of the room. Because it could change the blue. Looks like he'll have white hair. And he's like every other Aqualis. He's not dark at all. What a pity. He's gonna look just like his father. Alright, what do you need? You're hungry? White hair, middle-toned skin, just like his father. Oh yeah, that's right, I don't have the breastfeeding mod in here. What is your issue? Oh my god, leave him alone! They're all over him, and I think it's because he's mean-spirited. Okay, put down Marduk there. I'm gonna age him up, and then we'll go into Creatism. Here we are with Marduk and Creatism, and we're about to gender swap him. And as we do all of this, I will tell you a little bit about who Marduk is. Oh wow, he's actually more on the Tiamat side than because Absu is right in the middle. So it makes you think that Enki is there. It's really hard to tell when they have the vampire skin overlay where on the slider they are. But this is about where I consider the middle point, and this is like right at the edge of the middle point. This is all what I consider light-skinned, and this is all what I consider dark-skinned. And Damgal Nuna is all the way over here. Anyways, let's go get you some hair. So Marduk was the patron god of Babylon. So he is the child of Enki by Sumerian metrics as far as I can tell. but they didn't consider him like the god. That was the trinity of Enki, Enlil, and On. But when the Babylonians kind of rose to power, firstly, they had Marduk as their patron god of the city. But then as as Babylon gained in power, let's give you the Anba here. As it gained in power, he became, his mythology sort of morphed with Enki's until he became the supreme god. And his father was kind of relegated to just his father. There's stories that were attributed to Enki if you're looking at Sumerian mythology, and then later were attributed to Marduk if you're looking at Babylonians. How we'll handle this going forward is kind of more along the Babylonian side of things and the Sumerian side of things. I might take some creative liberties and mix and match. Hey, he doesn't have the thingy on his neck. Yeah, that's good. Let's take your shoes off. Ah! I need to remember to give him sleepwear. As for who Marduk really was, he was seen as a god of order, justice, healing, and magic. And there is a myth that we will talk about because it is part of the story that we're telling. But I'll talk about that when we get there rather than here. Let's do fabrics. As for his consort, his wife, future prospects, that doesn't matter. Let's go with this one. Because we won't be playing that. Alright, and there's Marduk. So, we'll just exit on out of here. Okay, we have Marduk redressed. Anyone want to do anything with their child? Not to you? How about Enki? You want to pick him up? Nah. Then, Dumgalnuna, will you come over here and... Oh, I'm going to have you teach him to potty first. I expect this episode to go by really quickly because there's only one baby. So, the longest part of episodes is the teenager life stage because they have to do skills. His will be guitar. There's no rolling for it, random spinning for it. It's just the last skill. I don't know if I have that harp. I need to check. If I don't have the harp, I need to put it back in. Because I don't want her to just pick up an acoustic guitar. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you wearing? And why does it match? Oh, she was in the wardrobe. So it changed her outfit. I wonder, did it change your outfit too? Are you brooding in something? Oh my god, you better not be naked. No, he's in his athletic wear. I don't know why Tiamat's in that athletic wear. Here we go, we're almost done. There we go. It's one skill down. How's your needs? I'm starting to get tired. We'll get to work on walking to get it out of the way. Since you don't want to do... Oh, you're thirsty. We'll have Enki do it then. Enki has your mood. Oh, you're also thirsty. He's gonna go drink a plasma juice. Where are you? Play with magic. Come over here and cast a thirst charm on Damgalnuna. We'll do walking first. Neither one of you wants anything with your child, just to see him grow up well, but you don't want to do anything to ensure that he does grow up well. Alrighty, now you come over here and get to teaching him to walk. He'll need to sleep probably not too long after we start, so it'll be tomorrow when we get him all done. Who did that, Lamu? Oh my god, look at them all. They're all in the pool. not everyone, but it's nearly everyone. You repair that. Look at them all. It's just a pool of blue, and then Mama, who loves that pool. Mama loves it. He's always in that thing. Camera's a little laggy. Alright, he's almost too sleepy. Looks like he's gotten about halfway. That's pretty good. Lahamu? No, I'm not going over. Do you know how far away you live? Oh, I should send all the stir crazies out of here. Oh, maybe he... No, he won't. Let's wait till he gets too tired. He's going to be so close to learning to walk, but we'll finish it when he wakes up next. Alright, he's going to stop here soon. So I want you to give him a bottle. And then we'll have to wait for him to drink. Okay, who's stir crazy? He... Who did you lose as a friend? Is there another broken shower? Oh, it's Lahamu. Well, if you would talk to her, I'm not gonna make you talk to her. Okay, you're stir crazy, so go over here, and I'll take care of your needs in a bit. Alright, we'll just fast forward. I'll let them all do what they want. They'll come home when they're ready. He's almost awake. Enki, this will be your moment to shine. I guess we'll do talking first, then. We're almost done with walking, though. Child is awake! Child is awake! Absu, you can bat teleport here. What are you doing? Don't ice blast my plumbing! You start making your way... Oh, they were flirty. Well, too bad. Child time. What's this? Talk to... You snob. He needs to use the potty, so... How did you scare her from over there? Really? You were just wanting to talk about yourself to her. Oh, look, you made her cry. How rude. Oh, he's getting hungry too. I think I'll have him finish off teaching him to walk and then feed him. No! Don't talk about the joy of plasma. You come here. You're not escaping. I don't know. He is getting kind of hungry. Never mind. Feed him first. Enki, did I say you could go run off to harass Lamu? I don't know why they're all obsessed with Lamu. Even though it's 2 tiles wide and he could go through either tile, the fact that you're right in the middle is too much for him to handle. He just doesn't know how to handle this. It's not like he could go this way or this way. He just has to go this way. Come on, move. Move, child. Move, child. Alright, come over here and teach him to talk. We'll do walking after. Maybe you'll roll the one to teach him to walk. Or how about you? Scuba dive. No, you're not having another child. Okay, who's hungry? Who is being not smart? It's a boy. You. Go drink plasma fruit juice. Whatever I said. Oh, you too? Well, you're still sleeping. Okay, Enki, you can do it. Just a little bit more. A little bit more.
Oh, Betsy Burb.
He's almost there. Oh, gosh, you did it. Thankfully. Anyone want to teach him to walk? Okay, you go do that really quickly. Who's not doing anything? You're sleeping. Aren't you playing chess? They're playing chess together. You probably have the best shot of getting that walking done. I don't want to interrupt their chess game. Come on, I gotta look at her name again. Damgal Nuna, you can do it. Either one of you want to teach him to walk. You do, at the last second.
Oh, cozy Ringo.
Too late. Damgal Nuna is handling it. Hello, Enlil. He's done. that's the last toddler skills I have to do in this era. I'm so pleased. Go put him down, and then you may go find yourself some plasma juice. Because now, I'm gonna age him up. Oh wait, I need your traits. I need your traits. Quick. Here we are with Marduk. Now dressed as a child. Oh yeah, I haven't given him his trait back. What was it, loser? There you go, you loser. Okay, loser. I just want to see if Enki can tutor you, then Enki's going to. If he can't, then I'll see if... no, he doesn't. What's your level at? 4? I think he needs 1 more level. So let's see. Enlil has 5. If Enlil can do it, then his uncle is going to tutor him. Quit your brooding. I didn't give Marduk anything other than an everyday outfit because he shouldn't be doing anything except being tutored. So this shouldn't take long at all. In fact, I foresee this going really quickly as soon as Abzu gets his very broody self down here. Okay. Cast the charms on Marduk. I actually don't know what his needs are other than he's stinky. So, oh, wrong one. Oh, not curse. Hygiene. There you go. It's highlighted for me. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do hunger, energy, and fun. Alright, Marduk. Time to be tutored. Oh, wait, I haven't enrolled you in homeschooling. Okay, I'll do that first. And Ross. Hey, don't you go clean that up. Don't you be good. Stay here. Oh, that's probably why it wasn't showing up. Let's see. Let's see now. Okay, it's not level 4. Was it level 5? See, I would prefer it if Enlil can tutor him. I guess, as I said, Abzu seems to be pulling away. And he's been pulling away. He was part of the family for a while there, tutoring the children, but he's just not close with anyone. It was level 5. Okay, then you need to come here so that you can get some charms. Just an energy charm. You, I need to keep an eye on you. Alright, time for your uncle to tutor you. Goodbye, Abzu. Go do whatever you want. You are not needed. Tutor. Oh, that's for your logic. I was like, why do you have a skill bar, but he doesn't? Alright, let's just zip along here since no one's doing anything. Oh my gosh, look at this back here. No wonder. Oh, it's 3 in the morning. No wonder he's been wanting to take the trash out. I mean, not take the trash out, to throw stuff away. Because no one's taking the trash out, so they're just piling up. Now, in reality, I don't think loser is appropriate for Marduk, but maybe when he's a child, he was just a little on the loser side. Maybe I'm just feeling impatient to get to the next part, and that's why it feels like it's taking longer, but in reality it's not. I don't know. Who's trying to cast a spell on you? Not you. It's you. I should have known. Why did I check Lamu first? Of course it's going to be Abzu. Abzu, you're blocking my view. Abzu, you're blocking my view. What are you trying to do? Stop it. Why are you trying to harass Marduk? Because you're not tutoring him? You're jealous? Oh, we're so close. He did it. He is at an A, which means I can age him up. That took longer than I was expecting, but I think it was just my perception. I was wanting it to be... Whose nose do you have? Can't really tell. Very prominent nose. Anyways, I think I was just anticipating moving on, and so it just felt longer. So we're gonna go ahead and age him up, give him a trait, and then I will redress him, and we'll get going on the teenage years. Here we are with Marduk as a fully redressed teenager. Well, fully in air quotes. I only gave him an everyday again. Wasn't my cat? Hang on. Come on in, baby. And that's under the impression that he won't be doing anything other than playing guitar, which is actually a lute. It seems I don't have the medieval harp in my game, which would have been preferable. But I do have a lute, and these are conversions from The Sims Medieval. So, as I said before, I don't know exactly what instruments they had in the Sumerian times, but I assume it would be something stringed. Something like a lute or harp, a lyre. So I think it's appropriate enough. And that's going to be his skill. He doesn't get a choice. He doesn't get to randomly roll. But let me check his needs. Let's go ahead and, okay, stop that. Put some charms on him. Alright, you can go put a thirst charm on yourself when you need to, Abzu. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, see, TSM loot. The Sims Medieval loot. The Sims Medieval is one of those, like, hidden little gems. It's not as popular as it should be. Now, the gameplay is way more simple than The Sims 3, and it is a little disappointing. What would have been preferable is, like, it's The Sims 3, but in the medieval period, rather than limiting the player to not even having The Sims age. But for what it is, it's pretty great. Usually have the music muted. Which is odd that it's not muted, because I'm pretty sure when I play a radio, it doesn't play the music. Yeah. I guess it doesn't mute the guitar? I swear it did. Now, does being a musician fit Marduk? Not really. But that's fate. This is what fate has in store for poor Marduk. And it's really interesting. I think he might have gotten his mother's nose. But it seems, well, it could just be because he's a boy and she's not a boy. It seems like thicker on the bottom half of it than hers. So it creates a little bit, now you can't see because he's looking down, but it creates a little bit of a strangeness around his upper lip. But he might grow out of that when he's a young adult. Now we're going to be here to keep an eye on your skill. It's not going to be very exciting, his teenager years. Not that any of his prior years were exciting. Are you really going to stand here when you're thirsty? He is. Okay, now I'm going to have to direct you, Abzu, because you're just not taking care of yourself. Oh my gosh, them girl Nuna is over there flirting it up with her grandfather-in-law? That's Ansha, right? I have to check. Yeah, Anshar. I get Anshar and An mixed up because they're basically the same person. Oh, right. Well, there's no reason to draw it out. Just sitting here watching him. I would have the others doing stuff like practicing magic, but honestly, I just can't be bothered. I just want to get to the story aspect of why we're here. What's going to happen? How will we get from here to the next era? Which won't be in the Neolithic period. Because this is still technically the Neolithic period. Technically, it is in the Neolithic period. We're still in the 7000s. Neolithic period goes until like the 3000s. What was it? I can't remember the exact date. But it's like, okay, bye-bye Neolithic period. It depends on which region you're in. It would be nice if there was more instruments. I don't know about The Sims 4, how many instruments they have. I think it's just the normal ones. But, I think there's a mod to bring in a couple wind instruments. I think there's a flute and a saxophone, but I've never used those mods because I figured it wouldn't sound like a flute or saxophone, it would sound like some other instrument. But I've seen them. But there are things like that, like a lute. It's just a guitar. I have a, what is it, a guzhing? I can't remember. I have to look at the word in order to figure out how to pronounce it because I don't speak Chinese, and it's part of all the Chinese things that have custom content.
Number.
Key, why do you always have disgusting food in your inventory? Go get rid of this. Oh, my cat's yowling. Cat there? Where you at? Where you at? My cat comes under my chair and just yowls at me, and I reach down to pet her. She's like, don't touch me. So I think I did something she didn't like. I don't know what it was, though. Anyways, guitar skill. Guitar skill is one of those annoying ones if you want to super max it. Just getting the skill to level 10 isn't so bad, though. Like most of the other skills, it takes quite a while once you get to the higher skill levels to level up again. But super maxing it, learning the compositions is easy, but when you're doing I can't remember what the skill challenge's name was. Let me see. Yeah, the tips is pretty hard moneymaker as well, but you could kind of, like, it's still easier than Guitar Star or whatever the instrument version. All the instruments, though I'm not sure about Laser Rhythmicon, all the instruments are basically the same with their skill challenges, and you super max them the same way. But contrary to what the Guitar Star description suggests, you don't actually play at parties and venues. You have to wait for the opportunities to come in, and then you go to the rabbit holes, and then you play there, but it's just like a rabbit hole that opportunity, so you don't actually see your sim playing. So you can't just turn up to random parties around town, play there, and then get Guitar Star. So the annoying aspect is waiting for those opportunities to trigger. Because you have to do 10 of them. But it is possible. And also, if you have Master Controller, you can just cheat the opportunities if you're willing to cheat. Okay, guys. Look at you all. Look at you all. Go and sleep. My gosh. You're at level 2 already, Marduk. I was about to ask over here, like, Mama, you're not about to ice blast that, but he's not a witch. Does that bother anyone calling male witches witches? Because some people seem to find issue with it, but I don't. I get that, like, the male version of a witch would be a wizard by Harry Potter standards, but man witches are a thing. That's why they're called man witches. I kind of see witch as like the opposite of a lot of other languages that have gendered words. And the default when it's talking about men and women tends to be the masculine. I see witch as the opposite of that, whereas the default is the feminine version, but it can apply to men too. If that makes sense. But it doesn't work in reverse, at least in my opinion. Like, you wouldn't call a woman a wizard. That'd be odd. I think there was some movie that my dad had watched where they were calling them all wizards, or was it all sorcerers? But sorcerers in general is fine, but you wouldn't call a woman a sorcerer. You would call her a sorceress. I don't know. That one's a little more gray, I think. I'm not sure exactly why, but... See, look, here I am getting on a tangent about witches. That's because we don't have anything to do except watch Marduk here. Marduk, not Duke. Duck. Like a duck. He's at level 3. We've got 2 more levels to go. Shouldn't be too long. Who's trying to put a spell on you? No, big shocker. Big shocker. You want to woohoo with Tiamat again? So as he's pulling away from his family with Tiamat, he's like desperately clinging to this relationship, it seems. Where's my wardrobe? There we go. Go on, go for it. But he's only clinging to it in a physical sense. Emotionally, he doesn't seem like he's too invested anymore. It's almost like that he realizes that he doesn't have those feelings at all, and that's what he's missing. He's trying to chase them through physical intimacy. As for what Tiamat thinks, who knows? You want to be a rock star. All the rabbit hole careers are pretty easy to deal with. The professions, though, that's when you can run into some difficult challenges. The lifeguard profession, that one's pretty difficult, especially if you're trying to get the lifetime wishes that are associated with them. That one, the lifeguard's pretty bad, but firefighter, also pretty difficult to get the lifetime wish. To get to level 10 in the career, it's alright. It's not too much of a challenge, but the lifetime wish can be pretty awful because you have to save a number of sims for both that and again. Oh my gosh. But the worst profession with its associated lifetime wish is being an architect. Take your athletic off. The architect lifetime wish, the one associated with it, I swear that's impossible to complete unless you're using an epically long lifespan. But if you're using a normal lifespan, I think it's impossible. Because firstly, in order to really achieve that, because you have to have 100 good reviews or whatever it is. I know it's 100. I just can't remember what it's called, like good reviews or something else. And in order to for sure guarantee yourself getting those good reviews, you really do have to be level 10. You can get lucky with with lower levels, but I wasn't lucky when I tried it. Plus, going into, it's the same issue with the stylist, but going into create a sim or build and buy, it can create issues with your save game. If it's really big, your save game is really big. Like crashing. The more time you spend in build and buy mode, the more crashing you're gonna get. Which one else did I want to do? And you don't need social. Come on. There's got one level left. It's kind of a boring one to end on guitar. The fact that it's only one that we're focusing on, so it doesn't take too much time. Though he is taking more time individually than the others were on their own. And I think it's because he's a loser. Oh my gosh, Dangal Nuna. She's just all over everyone. Like, they're all attractive. Oddly, no one's saying that about her. There he goes. Alright. No. You can take care of those later. Come on, stop. Well, we don't need to stop. I was going to age him up on camera, but then I thought redressing is going to take a while, and I'm kind of out of time right now. So I'm just going to do my outro. because that's it for this episode, with Marduk having finished his teenage requirements. He can age up to young adult, and I'm going to do that. Now, I'm not exactly sure still how I'm going to handle the end of this interlude. If I do gameplay and kind of walk through the story like that, there will be another episode after this one, and that will handle that. If I do a cinematic, it'll be tacked on to the end of this, and you'll see Marduk in that as Marduk in that as a young adult, but I haven't decided. So depending on what you see after this outro will determine if there's going to be another episode of the interlude or not. So either I will see you in the next episode, or I will see you in the next era. So thanks for watching, everyone. And this is goodbye.